All right, guys, time for video number 2. First and foremost, I want to thank you for the comments, questions, and everything that we've had from video 1 and the original email. That's really helping out. I know a lot of you guys are getting excited. Trust me, I'm getting excited as well. Trying to hold off until we go live here, but yeah, I'm right there with you. Again, if you didn't watch the first video, that breaks down why. So why, I think this is the unicorn of fitness and nutrition programs, what went into that, who I learned from, all that good stuff, and how I ultimately came up with the blueprint and template that you're getting handed to you today, if you want to create your own unicorn of programs and all that good stuff. But today I really want to break down, the what. What is this program? How does it work? How can I use it as an individual, as a beginner, as someone that goes to Crunch, as someone that goes to F45 or another CrossFit gym. So I just want to take the time to really pull out one day. So I'm pulling out Monday from the program, just the general template. Obviously there's no actual programming in here. And then how that could be used in different scenarios to help each level really achieve their goals, right? So I want to start with, kind of an overview of what this actually is and showing and tying in everybody I learned from and, what came into this program all laid out in one day, right? So I've harped on bulletproofing, obviously coming back from the knee surgery. I know that, I'm actually kind of excited because I've had surprisingly more interest in the bulletproofing aspect from a lot of you guys reaching out personally. So as far as bulletproofing is concerned, you can see it's built in, right from the beginning. So warm up, we'll be doing sleds every single day, not just Monday, but that's huge for bulletproofing, probably the number one thing for knee and ankle health. Beyond that, you're gonna see ATG split squats. So that's a deep split squat that is purely for knee health and mobility. What else we got that's bulletproof related? Every session 2. So every afternoon session, if you're doing 2 sessions a day, or whenever you want to fit this in, is purely knee and ankle bulletproof. Beyond that, and then, so when we do overhead or overhead pressing or pressing, we'll also be building in shoulder bulletproofing. So you can see how it's sprinkled in throughout the program, especially if you look at the PDF or Google Doc, I guess, and actually look through each day, you'll see exactly how much bulletproofing there really is built into that. Beyond that, you'll see skill-based things pretty much, every day. If you're a CrossFitter and want to work on handstands, pulling work, things like that, you're gonna have some time to practice that stuff. If you're interested in gaining strength in Olympic lifts, right, you're gonna see things like squat snatches and things like that. Classic powerlifting, all that good stuff. You can see the strength work in the afternoon is actually conjugate based, which is West Side. So if you want to see the credibility behind West Side, I think they have the most world record holders in powerlifting. But either way, this is it. So this is when you bake all of those things together, this is what the end product, or at least one day of the end product actually looks like, right? So how do I use this? If I'm a beginner, right, and I'm just looking to get some momentum, starting to chuck away at my goals, just looking to get started. Maybe I'm pulling out just the sleds and couch stretch. I'm gonna start doing some body weight ATG split squats. I'm not doing any squat snatches. I'm gonna get on the rower and I'm gonna start doing the intervals, right? Because that's gonna start building my engine, help me with the cardio. I'm definitely doing the core work if I can. And then strength work, I wanna do that. I'm probably doing the alternative global and bodybuilding. And of course I'm doing arms, because why wouldn't you? Right, so you've got everything there to really kind of dive into if you're a beginner. So just ease into it, do what feels good. Reach out to me if you have any questions. Then Globo Gym Go, right? So if I'm going to Crunch, I'm pretty much pulling out all of this and doing all of it except the squat snatches. Unless you're into it, go for it. That's very specific to the CrossFit-based athlete. But you could pretty much do everything on this day at Crunch, no questions asked, right? Depending on how much time you want to put in. Class-based gym goer, this is where it gets, kind of flexible. So I know I'm gonna have a Metcon, right? I'm gonna have a Metcon that I'm doing that day, and I'm gonna have some kind of strength work. So if I go into class and I see that today is squat snatches, right? I'm gonna say, okay, no squat snatches for me today, and no Metcon because I'm doing that in class. But look at everything else you have if you wanna do it. Right, so depending on your goals, if your goal is more bulletproof work, you can do the bulletproof warm-up if your knees are feeling a little achy and things like that. If you're feeling good and you want to work on rowing intervals because your conditioning and your engine's lacking a little bit, you've got that. If you want, you know, arms and abs, again, who doesn't? You've got that. If you want to work on your skill work, you've got today's skill work. So when I say it truly is the unicorn's got everything, you can see how flexible it is, right, depending on where you are. If you're a competitive athlete, do it all. Do it all. All of the programs, session 1, session 2, get after it, and you'll be on a podium in no time. Very similar though to class-based gym goers. If you are, you know, going to a CrossFit gym and you want to do their Metcon, same thing. And if you want to do their strength work, same thing. But yeah, and then bulletproof. If you want to do just the bulletproofing, and I'm debating on actually pulling out different parts of this program to make it easier for you guys to follow. So I'd love some feedback on that if you guys can in the comments, if you would actually like me to dissect this a little bit for you in specific categories, like kind of like for each one of these, if you're in bulletproof, if you're a beginner, things like that. Let me know if that's something you're interested in. If not, I'm going to stick with one program and kind of let you attack it how you want to go after your goals. So wanted to get that out in front of you, teach you how to use it a little bit. I also, in this email, you're going to see the breakdown of the nutrition. There's a Google Doc, and then there's videos supporting that as well. So yeah, no, I'm excited. This should give a little bit more detail on what exactly is going on. I did want to touch on some questions and objection, or let's see here. Yeah, so we had some more questions and comments. How long do we sustain it, and is there a lot of subs? How long do we sustain it? Forever. I mean, this is my program that I'm doing. I can't see me never not working out. So as long as I'm going, you're going with me. Supplementation, I do take supplements. I can go into that on who I like and what I like when the program's going. And then, let's see, other goals mentioned. To become a shredder's Brennan, and to do so, I must do what Brent does. Yes, there you go. Well, you've got it all laid out in your hands, ready to go. I will have one more video coming out that kind of ties everything together, shows you how exactly this program is going to work, how we can get started, and things like that. So be on the lookout for that. Yeah, other than that, please just leave more questions, comments, so we can keep this dialogue going. Thanks, guys.